Hi everyone. Once my friend asked me, Shrikant, the today's values are different from what our grandparents told us. I said, I am not authority on values. But then I started thinking whether there are new addition to the values and these new additions whether they are different than what our grandparents have told us. So, friends, today I want to talk about some new values which are very popular in today's professional life and in somewhat personal life also. But how they are contradicting to what we have learned in our childhood from our grandma or grandparents. So, the first and foremost thing is networking. Networking is very important in today's world. In professional life, it is utmost important. Everybody says you should have good networking, then only you will progress. Just want to take you back to Ramayana. Let's go back and see what Lord Ram did when Sita was kidnapped by Ravana. And then he had no choice but to go and fight with mighty Ravana and win over him and bring back Sita. Now, in today's world, networking is very important. Whether Ram has done any networking, he could have approached his in-laws, he could have approached many kingdoms, many kings to get the help and fight with Ravana, and it would have been easy war. But he didn't do that. He fought alone. He took the help of Sugriva and the monkeys' army. He created army out of monkeys and then he killed Ravana and he rescued Sita. So what Ram did, actually what our grandparents used to tell us, do your job. Don't go look here or there. Do your job, you will get success. Ram did exactly that. He didn't do any networking. Second example I want to give you about Shivaji. If King Shivaji would have done networking, what he would have done? He would have done networking with Aurangzeb. Probably he would have ended up being a Sardar in Mughal Darbar. He didn't do that. He didn't approach any other kingdom. He created his own army with the help of farmers and their sons. And that Maratha Empire ruled 200 years. It would not have been possible. He would have just done networking. Now you will say, why I am against networking? So the important point in networking is, it is give and take. Let's not confuse with relationship building and networking. Everybody builds relationship, but relationship is not give and take. But networking in business, professional life and some extent in personal life is give and take. So you give something, you take something. Relationship is not like that. Sometimes in the relationship, you can tell your friend or other person that I will not do this because my conscience or my moral values, my ethics don't permit this. But when you are networking, somebody does something, some favor to you, you have to return it back. Sometimes it may not be as per your ethics, as per your conscience, but you have to do it because this is called networking. So friends, be aware because you get lot of short-term benefits out of networking, but then in long run probably you may pay a big price for that. So be careful about this networking. This can destroy the values what our grandparents have told us. Another value or maybe way of working is decision making has to be in a democratic way. Means you need to consult many people before arriving at a decision. And you need to not only consult many people but also think about all the possibilities, all sides. You need to think and then decide. This is what is practiced today. But there is one danger. It may work most of the times, but when you want to take tough decisions and they are related to your basic value system, probably this may not work. Let me give you an example from history. If Gautam Buddha, if he would have thought all sides, or he would have discussed with his parents or his friends, and the other side, like he has a kingdom, he has a wife, he has a child, then whether he would have left everything in search of inner peace, he would not have. So that decision, he decided to take it on his own. Let me tell you one phrase, probably all of you must have heard from your grandparents, is सबका सुनो पर जो तुम्हारा दिल बोलता है वही करो. Means you listen to everybody but do what your heart says. Now here I want to tell you one story. Actually it is not story. It is actually happened maybe 20 years back, and one HR manager told me this. So there was a case against one very efficient manager. One lady who was very much in lower rank in the value chain, what we call, she was at very lower level, but she complained against him, and it went to HR, and an HR manager investigated and he found that the fellow is guilty, and he immediately took decision to sack that manager. And afterwards he was discussing with me and he said, here I did not discuss with his line manager also. I said, why? So if I would have asked his line manager, definitely he would have said, don't give him such harsh punishment because he is an asset to us, and due to his departure many impacts will happen. Maybe our sales may collapse, maybe our profit will go down. So HR manager was telling me, not I discussed with many people and I did not consider all this revenue, profit and all those things. I only consider the moral values, and where moral values are compromised, I decided to sack him. Friends, today there are so many cases happening like this. Probably some are surfacing, some are not surfacing also, because the decisions, that tough decision, what that HR manager has taken 20 years back, is still not many organizations are taking, because they are considering many sides, and they are considering if this important person, if we sack him or if we ask him to resign, probably what will happen to organization. Maybe reputation will go down, maybe profits will go down. Many things they are considering. His networking, his relationship are all impacting the moral values. So when you want to take tough decision, you just think what your heart says, what your grandparents have told you. Don't go by democratic way, or don't go by things which are needs to be considered, because you should consider all the points, then only decide. That's fine. Most of the times, friends, I don't want to confuse you. Most of the times you should take decision democratic way, considering all sides. But when moral values are compromised or there is issue of morality, you should just think what your heart says, what your grandparents have told you. Go by that. Another important value today we follow is being politically correct. Friends, here I want to ask you why we should be politically correct. We always criticize politicians, we always criticize politics, we say it is bad, values are compromised there. Then why we should follow this political thing in our professional life? Now you will say, don't tell us that we should not be politically correct, because being politically correct only give us opportunity to go ahead in the corporate ladder, and if we don't follow that, we'll be unpopular. I just want to tell you, friends, if you are always being politically correct, probably you will have short-term gains. But people will realize, people will see through, and they will say in long run that you never take a stand. And a good leader or good manager always take a stand. So if you want to take a stand, if you want to be a good leader, don't be politically correct. Maybe sometimes you are forced to be, but try to avoid that. There are many people who were never politically correct, but they have grown in the organization. And if you want that growth with politically correct, probably that growth is not a growth. That's what I want to say. So whatever our grandparents have taught us, it is still valid, and it may be some new value, but just test that with the moral values what our grandparents have told us, and then follow whatever your heart says, your brain says. That's all, my friends. Thank you.